Hey everyone, Jonathan from Gravitee here. With 4.7, we've made significant improvements to the API score functionality. So API score is all about automatically scoring and rating your APIs according to different criteria related to how they're designed, documented, and secured. So with 4.7, we've continued to enhance the API score technical preview. And now I'm very excited to be able to say that API Score now applies to every single type of API that you can manage inside Gravitee. So what does that mean exactly? It means that no matter what type of API you're using in Gravitee, whether they're proxying synchronous REST APIs, whether they're protocol mediation APIs that are proxying Kafka and exposing it as REST or as WebSockets, whether they're native Kafka APIs that are proxying from Kafka to Kafka protocol, even APIs from third-party platforms like Azure, AWS, Apigee, etc., that you've ingested into your central catalog, they can all be scored now using the API score functionality. So essentially, you can see Gravitee as a catalog that contains a lot of valuable, meaningful assets about your APIs, about their design, their documentation, their configuration, and their settings. All of these parameters are now things that you can use as part of your scoring strategy. So if you look inside Gravitee today and you head to, for example, the API score feature here, you'll be able to go ahead and create new rule sets yourself. So either you can use the built-in Gravitee rule sets or you can provide your own custom ones. You can provide rule sets for open API definitions, rule sets for async API definitions, and then rule sets for the Gravitee API definition. So the Gravitee API definition is every parameter, every setting that you can see for an API in Gravitee. And you can see here that we support v4 proxy APIs, message APIs, native Kafka APIs, federated APIs, and v2 APIs. So if you create a custom rule set, basically you can look at an API in Gravitee and any of the parameters that you can see here in the user interface are now available to be used as part of your scoring. So whether that's categories, labels, documentation, role-based access control settings, deployment settings, you name it, you can write API score rules for those different things. So as a very simple example here, I've got a rule set here that I've uploaded that's looking at the categories of my APIs, and it's looking at the last updated date of my API. So I'm basically checking to make sure that the API is part of at least one category. And I'm also checking that the API has been updated in the last 12 months, because otherwise it might be due for a bit of a revision. This one here is using a built-in spectral function for the calculations, whereas this one is using a custom function here that I've created, and it's actually uploaded here as JavaScript, and I can also manage those inside Gravitee. So yeah, quick update from me on all things API score. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget that now the API score feature will be opt-in in your Gravitee environment settings. So if you head to the API quality section here, you'll be able to enable the API score feature. So yeah, please enjoy, and I look forward to hearing your feedback on this capability. Thank you very much.